Hey guys, it's Young Wealth. Now I might sound excited because I'm truly excited for XCN's movement. I know a lot of you wanted to stay low to buy more, but when we look at the graph like this, right? When we look at this graph, look how powerful it is. Look how far away it is from all-time lows. All-time lows over here is just gone off onto the races. Okay. At the end of the day, I doubt we ever hit 3 zeros again. There was a point in time where it was 3 zeros. I just wish I brought it, but I didn't buy that. No. That kind of, as I said, I put here smart money brought here. Money that's seen the tech, money that's seen the potential before we did. Unless you brought over, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this chart. The first one I want to break down, right, is that. Oh snap! Let me just undo that. The first one I want to break down in this chart is the blue line. The blue line is support. If you see, let me just get all this crap out of the way. We don't need this no more. We don't need this no more. We don't need this no more. We don't need any of this. It invalidated these moves. But I didn't see the blue line is where we need to stay focused, because look at this. Look at the bounce. The last time we had the blue line, we approximately went up in value about 83%. 83%. So there's knowing that this could be a mirror of what we see here. And if this mirrors it on the blue line, let's say it mirrors it to its current price today, that means the price point of Zebec will be 0.007. Now, is that a big price point? And so if I said XCN at the start of the video, I'm so sorry. I'm just so muscle memory lost. I might have said ZB. I might have not said Zbcn. I made so many videos today, and all these coins have X's in them or Z's, or you know what I'm saying. It gets mixed up easily. But yeah, back to the point. I want to show you guys this, because this is a very important thing to read. Now it says Zebec tokenomics. Zbcn is a governance and utility token of Zebec network. Holders of Zbcn have voting rights in the governance system and vote on critical decisions that affect the network and ecosystem. Their influence is proportional to the amount of Zebec they hold or control. So you get gifts. Basically, if you hold more Zebec, than me, your voting power is stronger than mine. That's how it should be anyway. That's cool governance. Like, that's amazing what they have going on over here. Especially when Zebec ain't just a coin that is governance. It's a coin that already has people in pilot, businesses in pilot. If I just go back to Zebec's graph, Zebec's chart, what's it, Zbcn on their website. Do you know what I mean? Website? Yeah, over here. Like, you're not just voting for BS. You're not voting for BS. You're voting for a company that already has products. That's why I love it, because you're not voting for nothing. Like, a lot of these tokens, they have governance, but the vote don't mean nothing because the coin is trash. Okay, so we keep reading. Our decentralized infrastructure network is to build to create a future where real-world value moves freely and seamlessly, giving individuals, businesses, investors, and teams immediate access to funds and tokens, providing immediate financial control and fostering a more inclusive, accessible financial network. Now, the words you need to always remember in your head is freely and seamlessly, because there's barely any fees on these blockchains we're talking about. Even with XCN, there's very low fees, and seamlessly means it's just happening smoothly. Okay. And it's seamless. Like, it didn't happen. Like, it's, how can it be seamlessly? Seamlessly. Let's go on the dictionary and really show yourself what seamlessly means, because it means that the instruments we use today in the world are robust. They're not seamless. But listen, smooth and continuously with no apparent gaps or spaces between one of the parts or the next. So at one part and the next. So that's basically what seamlessly means. Like, seamlessly means it's like there's no transition. It's just smooth. There's flows and ebbs of the water on financial instruments, just smooth, which we don't have now. We have very robust way of working with fiat currency. So that's what I want to also talk about as well. The de-dollarization of gold. Not gold. De-dollarization of the dollar. Gold breach. I just put the gold graph. I was going to show you guys the article. I just put the gold graph. The gold graph right now is amazing. You have to understand, this is what happens. When people are scared of fiat currency, they sprint to gold. Now gold is breaching all-time highs. It's 3,632 per ounce now. Silver price also shooting up now also. But 3,600 pounds. I remember when gold was at 2,000, and it's been growing more than certain cryptos. But what's going on here is investors are scared to invest into any asset other than gold because the dollar is weak. Once the dollar is weak, you put your money into crypto. If the dollar dies today, the money in crypto will be irrelevant for a long time. But on the flip side, the markets will recover and there'll be new asset classes made. Now, one of the asset classes they're going to make is definitely cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. So when I say de-dollarization is bad for crypto, it's bad in the short term because you're going to see a lot of crashes because once the dollar de-dollarizes, right, all you're going to see is people putting their money into gold, like I have here. All you're going to see is people putting their money straight into gold. And if you look at gold's graph, it has not went down for a very long time. For a very, very long time. Like, at the end of the day, you can take it from me or not. I don't care. I'm just here to make a video. What I'm trying to tell you guys is, listen, when banks stop working and people stop believing in the banks, they will be lining up outside of coin shops to buy gold and precious metals. Retail will line up outside of coin shops to buy precious metals. That hasn't happened yet. There will be chaos, a lot of chaos in this world that's going to corrupt and affect the rallies we know as the 4-year cycles. That's why this 4-year cycle was affected. From the time we had the ETF, it was been affected. If we didn't have the ETF, I feel like we would have had a lot more natural things. But since ETF came in, a lot more price manipulation happened. So it's all about preparing yourself and positioning yourself in a position where you own great assets. And one of those assets is Zbcn. And I say that because it's not just because I'm biased. When we zoom out the whole graph, look at this graph. That graph is one of the only graphs that's respecting its trend line. It's one of the only graphs that's not going down. Look, I'll show you right now what I'm talking about. Check this out. It's respecting. Right, let me undo that. It's respecting this point here, point here. It's respecting certain lines that I love, and it also is respecting the support. The support is at, where is it at? Around 3.9. It don't want to cross the support. It keeps bouncing. It dipped down below it, but I managed to come back up. Now, all I'll say to you guys is, if you own 200,000, if you own 2,500 Zebec, you have 500,000 Zebec. Now, with that amount of money, I do believe you could be a millionaire. Not in Zebec altogether, but you could be a millionaire because, listen, when Zebec hits $1, because it's going to hit $1, all it has to do is go to 99 or 90 billion market cap, which is easy. When you talk about a coin that's actually going to be used for payment solutions, that is easy money, easy levels to crack. Now, when that day happens, when it hits a 90 billion market cap, there may be Zebec that's burned, so your value of your Zebec is going to go up anyway. Because Zebec is used to governance coins, and some of them are going to be burned, and some of them are going to be locked. So you'll be sitting on a pretty penny, 500,000 penny, $593,000, okay, for a $2,000 investment. That's what I'm trying to say. There's not a lot of time left, but there's time is on our side because I'm talking years. Like, but when you think about it, ain't it scary though? Because I checked my phone and I asked Siri, when's 2027? It says in 1 year and 4 months. So in 2027 we got that lot less time left. So small of a time till 2027. And you guys have to understand that this can't be a shot where you fail. This is do or die now. It's do or die. So if you ain't ready for do or die, just tap out and work at McDonald's for the rest of your life. If you're ready for this test, if you're ready for this next bearish test we get, you should be buying boatloads of this stuff when we get in the bear market in 2026. Now, with that being said, I'm going to end it there. I could ramble for hours and hours about this, so I love it. Now, with that being said, it was Young Wealth, and I sign out with no video. Peace.